Own your voice, the life-changing shift that unlocked my true power. There was a time when I did not realize just how powerful my voice truly was. I lived in the background, hesitant to speak up, afraid of judgment, afraid of saying the wrong thing. But everything changed when I made a massive shift in understanding my impact on the world. In this video, I'll take you through my journey from being silenced by fear to embracing my voice and stepping into my true power. If you have ever doubted your own voice, I want you to know you're not alone, and by the end of this, you might just discover the power of your own voice too. For years, I let self-doubt dictate my life. Every time I wanted to speak up, whether in a conversation, in a meeting, or even sharing my ideas online, this little voice in my head would whisper, "Who do you think you are? What if they don't care? What if you fail?" And so I stayed silent. I stayed small. I convinced myself that my words did not matter, that my thoughts were not important enough to share. But what I did not realize was that by doing this, I was holding back a part of my soul. And the more I stayed silent, the heavier it felt. Then came the moment that changed everything. It was not some grand event. It was not someone else validating me. It was a quiet realization, one that hit me like a wave. I remember looking at myself in the mirror one day and asking, why am I so afraid to be seen? Why am I holding back when I have so much to say? And then it clicked. My silence was not protecting me. It was suffocating me. I had spent so much time worrying about what others would think that I never considered the weight of not expressing myself at all. That realization, it set me free. So I made a decision. I decided I was not going to let fear control me anymore. I was not going to let the opinions of others dictate my worth. And most importantly, I was not going to shrink myself to make others comfortable. I started speaking up little by little, first in small conversations, then in bigger discussions, then publicly sharing my thoughts. Was it terrifying? Yes. Did my voice shake? Absolutely. But every time I chose to use my voice, I reclaimed a part of myself that I had lost. Then something incredible happened. The first time I truly felt heard, it was unlike anything I had ever experienced. I was sharing a personal story, and as I spoke, I saw the expressions on people's faces shift. They were not just listening, they were connecting. It was in that moment that I realized my words do matter, my experiences do hold value, and if I could touch even one person with my truth, then speaking up was worth it. That moment changed me forever. The more I spoke up, the more I realized that my voice had power, not just for me, but for others. I started seeing a shift. My words inspired conversations, encouraged others to open up, and even helped people see their own truths more clearly. It was not just about me anymore. It was about the impact my voice could create. And that's when I knew owning my voice was not just a personal journey, it was a responsibility. We often think that our voices only affect those around us, but in reality, our words can travel farther than we ever imagine. A simple message, a shared experience, or even just speaking our truth can create waves of change, reaching people in ways we may never even know. The world needs voices that are authentic, that are real, that are unafraid to be heard. And I finally understood I was meant to be one of them. But this journey was not just about me. Once I found my voice, I knew I had to help others find theirs too. I started creating spaces where people could share freely, where they felt safe to express themselves. I started encouraging others to speak up, to own their stories, their truths, their power. Because when one person steps into their own voice, it gives permission for others to do the same. And that's how we change the world. Owning your voice is more than just speaking. It's about standing firm in who you are. It's about knowing that your words, your experiences, your perspective matters. It's about understanding that the world needs what only you can offer. And once you step into that power, once you own your voice, nothing can hold you back. So now I want to ask you, what's stopping you from owning your own voice? What truth have you been holding back? The world needs more voices that are brave, honest. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment below. Let's start a conversation. And if you are ready to step into your power, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, because your voice matters and it's time to own it.